Hey everyone, it's Rich Bennett. Can you believe it? The show is turning 10 this year. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who've tuned in, shared an episode, or even joined the conversation over the years. You're the reason that this podcast has grown into what it is today. Together, we've shared laughs, tears, and moments that truly matter. So I want to thank you for being part of this journey. Let's make the next 10 years even better.
Coming to you from the Freedom Federal Credit Union Studios, Hartford County Living presents Conversations with Rich Bennett.
Slow pitch or fast pitch?
It's probably the least sexy part of the organizing. It's okay. No. It's fine. The truth is,
she's back. Oh, I felt like, what was that movie? Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl, I think.
Yeah.
Looks in the TV. She's back.
Yeah.
And she is. I got Karen Pease on. And,
You're showing your age.
We're good. Hey.
Just saying.
I could have said something like Blackboard Jungle.
What?
That's an older movie. That was from like the 50s.
You're older than I am.
Yeah. Okay, by 2 years. 2 years. I'll be 62. Shit. Next month. In June.
Okay, so a year and a couple months. I'll be 61 in August.
Okay, so I'm not, when you say that I'm older, you make it sound like I'm 20, 30, 40 years older than you.
You just look that way.
No.
It's that because you served our country and you're a Marine, so happy Memorial Day early.
No, happy Veterans Day. Memorial Day is for the ones that have fallen.
Right.
Veterans Day is for all
I
veterans.
know that. Oh, my father's rolling over in his grave. My father was a Marine in World War II, so.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, 17 years old in the South Pacific.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons. I'll never forget when I went to sign up and brought the papers home, my father went ballistic because he thought I was going in the Navy.
Hi, Dad. Daddy's here. No, he was 17. His mother had to sign the papers.
So Mom and Dad wanted to sign for me.
And he, because this is, World War II.
Yeah.
And he was over in Bougainville.
Oh, wow.
Which is like one of the most deadliest fights there was. Wow. In the South Pacific at 17.
Wow.
It's crazy.
All right, so
anyway.
We're not talking about Crystal Reiki this time. We're, maybe.
Not directly.
Okay. You're going to, let me make sure, don't say the word. I want to make sure I say it right. We're going to find out what an empath is, right? Did I say it right?
Yes, you said it right.
All right, so what the hell is an empath?
So, it does relate to Crystal Reiki with Karen.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
I figured. Because I see a lot of people who are empaths. So what an empath is someone who not only can pick up other people's feelings, but actually feel them themselves. So, for instance, like you are a very empathetic person.
Right.
You can understand someone's in a situation, you understand how they feel. Mm-hmm. An actual empath will feel those feelings. So if you're around someone who's anxious, you start to feel anxious. You're around someone who's sad, you start to feel sad.
Okay, so like when you're, because when you were on before, you were talking about when you were doing the Crystal Reiki, how when you're pulling those toxins out of the people, you're feeling them as well.
Correct.
Holy shit.
So I pretty much are born with that ability, but the majority of people I see, for some reason, I see a lot of empaths, but I really do think it's the universe sending on my way because I can help.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was an empath till probably 8 years ago when I started doing all this Reiki stuff. And I tell you what, my childhood, my teenage years made perfect sense after that.
Did you ever think about going to school for therapy?
I need it.
No, not to become a therapist.
Well, here's the funny thing. A lot of I work with several therapists who refer their people to me.
Okay.
Because the idea is when you see a therapist, the therapist can only help you with what you tell them.
Right.
Okay. So, a therapist says, "Oh, how was your childhood?" "Oh, it was great. I had wonderful parents." Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, your dad was beating the crap out of mom every other night.
Right.
The therapist doesn't know that.
Not until
so she can't work with it. So, but with the Reiki, I can actually see what's going on and see that, they didn't. So what we do, and this is since I saw you last.
You don't have to go to school for as long to become a licensed therapist either.
True. And it's we kind of work together, and this has happened more recently. So since I saw you last.
Okay.
But what happens is the therapist only gets so far.
Right.
What they're doing is they're referring their clients to me.
Okay.
Because some clients don't remember. They literally, and that's a trauma response. That's scientifically proven, psychologically proven, whatever. That people who don't remember their childhood or certain instances.
Which is when most of the trauma comes from, is the childhood. Well, actually, they say from the womb to 8.
Yes.
Is usually when you experience trauma, which stays like hidden in the back of your mind.
Or somewhere in your body.
Yeah.
And so with the Reiki, we can actually pull that trauma up and get rid of it. So once we get it and acknowledge it, get rid of it, then they go back to their therapists and say, okay, so this is what happened. So basically we pull it out. The therapist helps smooth the edges.
Okay. So technically you're, besides doing the Reiki, I don't even know if it's a word, but if it's not, it is now because I'm going to say it. You're an empathologist. Is that a word?
I don't think that's a word, but we'll go with it. Yeah.
I think you ought to put it on your business cards. Because really you think about it, what's an empathologist?
Right. Well, but the thing is, you'd be amazed how many people are empaths, just normal, everyday people.
Yeah.
We're not talking people who specialize in Reiki or therapists. We're just talking normal people walking the streets. They're kids. I can't even tell you how many teenagers. And the youngest I've seen was a 9-year-old girl that is an empath, that her parents, the doctor suggested they see a psychiatrist, that they put her on meds because she was anxious and stressed all the time, like literally all the time.
And she was pulling it from her parents.
Well, from everything. And her parents, her mom, I think it was, I can't remember, had said, talk to somebody. Said, take her to Karen. Let's see what Karen sees. So the girl came in. I mean, I have a whole list here I can tell you of different examples of what you can do as an empath.
Right.
So I see these people, we figure out they're empaths, and we help clear their aura. Just a reminder, aura is just that energy field around your body.
Right.
So what happens is normally for most people, we have our aura, our bubble, whatever you want to call it. Scientifically, it's been proven that we all have one. You walk past somebody, they just kind of brush off, no big deal. But when you're an empath, what happens is that person's energy comes inside of your aura. So you're taking on their feelings, their emotions.
Wow.
Yeah. But you don't know. It's a halftime you feel like you're bipolar because you're perfectly happy and next minute you're anxious and you don't know why.
Right.
So the young girls that have come in, it's mostly girls, they've brought in, and we've been able to figure out, yes, they are empaths. We clear them out, and then I teach them how to block and how to keep everybody else's energy outside of their aura. And they go on about their lives. And I have a soft spot for younger girls just because I've always been an empath and didn't know it. And looking back at my childhood, my teenage years, if I would have known, it would have made a complete difference.
All right. So when you're working on these young girls or anybody, especially if you being an empath and they're an empath but may not know it, would your feeling also convert over to them?
It could, yes. But while I'm working, I'm blocking. I block.
Okay.
I have it already blocked. Now that I know I'm an empath, I've learned how to block it. So I'm pretty much blocked all the time. As far as taking on other people's emotions. I mean, I can still
How long did it take you to learn how to do that?
Probably working on it, probably about a year, because no one ever taught me. I had to figure that out on my own.
Really?
And so that's why I have a soft spot for people who are empaths, because no one taught me. I had to figure it out. Yeah. Where now I'll have a client come in, and it's really interesting because I'll be working on them, touching their body or whatever, and I'll get certain feelings in my hands that give me indication that they're an empath.
Right.
It's like a tingling I get or whatever. And then when I go to work on their chakras, which are the energy centers down the spine, if they're an empath that's full of other people's gunk, which is my professional term for it, I won't be able to get into their chakras. So I have to completely clear their aura with various modalities to clear them out completely before I can even get in to see their chakras, to see what's going on.
Wow. How long have you been doing this now?
8 years now.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My abilities and as far as how far I've taken it is just crazy to me. It's yeah.
All right, you mentioned there's different types of empaths.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are these different types of empaths?
Number one, the first thing is for people wanting to know, well, am I an empath? I know I'm empathic, but am I an empath? There is some signs that you're an empath. One is you get easily overwhelmed.
Okay.
You have an extremely strong intuition. You know, that gut instinct?
Yeah.
If you have a gut instinct that has never been wrong, chances are you're an empath. Like, even if things on paper look like, oh, I should do this, but your gut's saying no.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Hate crowds. Like, if you're in a large crowd of people, you are just overwhelmed. You get exhausted.
And a lot of people just say that's social anxiety.
Mm-hmm. It's highly sensitive to things. You need rest. You need some private time. People tell you their problems. You'll be in the grocery store, and the cashier, while you're checking out, has basically told you her whole life story.
Shit, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you're probably an empath. I would not be surprised.
Always told me their problems.
And it's always the problems. Yeah, they dump them all on you.
I always thought it was because, which did come in handy when I used to be a bartender.
Yeah.
Because as a bartender, well, if you go to school, that's one of the things they teach you, which I always thought that to be a bartender, you should have to go to college to become a psychologist as well.
Right.
Whew. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but you're right. It's
wow.
It's because you're picking up so many different emotions. You are highly sensitive to sounds, to smells, to sensations. Right. Like, you will pick up like someone's perfume or whatever, and it'll bother you. Most other people maybe don't even smell it. You are more than likely, and this was me, told on a regular basis, you're too sensitive.
Okay, with that, does that also, because there are things I'll smell a lot from people that have passed. Like, for example, there's times I can smell those Winchesters that my father used to smoke. Mm-hmm. There's times I can smell my brother T-Bone. So is that this?
That's a whole nother podcast.
Okay. All right. Never mind then.
That's a whole nother. Yeah.
But it's weird. There are some sense where
that's them visiting you.
But I mean, with that people are wearing, and it stays with you forever.
Yeah.
One of the weird things I could still sense, like when I had the beard, we used to do we did a fundraiser getting the pie in the face, which is just whipped cream.
Right.
And now whenever I have whipped cream and get some, it's just that weird, and it's nasty. Mm-hmm. Nasty.
So So people tell you their problems. You have a high sensitivity to sounds and smells. You often feel like you don't fit in. Because even though you're attuned to other people's feelings, it's hard to relate to others sometimes. Right. It's like a lot of times you feel bipolar. Like, you're happy and then you're sad, and then it's like, what is wrong with me?
It's the people around you.
Yeah, it's the people around you.
Wow.
You tend to isolate. You have a hard time setting boundaries with people.
Yeah.
Because you're a people pleaser. You want to help everybody, make it all better. Yeah.
So I may be an empathologist.
You'll be the first. You would be the first one.
No, you're before me.
So I just don't call myself that. It's difficult, like I said, because you'll be talking to someone and you just don't understand. Like, people say you're sensitive, or you can't watch news. You can't watch.
I hate watching.
You can't watch. Well, nobody can nowadays. But but like movies that are based on true stories that are sad. Or whatever, like literally, like Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, I get pissed.
Well, I saw it prior to knowing I was an empath. Only movie in my entire life I walked out of.
Really?
I could not handle it. I felt like I was there.
Wow.
And that was the only time ever that I ever literally walked out. And I didn't know why. I just knew that I was physically ill.
See, and I think with that, because
you can relate to it. You've lived it.
I mean, but there are some movies that I have to stop watching because I'm either like scared out of my mind or just so damn sad or pissed.
You feel what they're feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's an empath.
I mean, damn. Are there books about this?
Oh, yeah. Google.
Okay.
You can Google.
Just Google it.
If you can Google, literally, this morning before I came out, I Googled it again just to see what, the internet says about it. And like, there's a whole empath quiz you can take.
Really?
Yeah, I brought it with me.
Oh, so you're going to quiz me?
I can quiz you.
Yeah, quiz me.
You want me to quiz you?
This could be fun.
Okay, so you keep track of how many you get, how many yeses. Just you can use your fingers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How many yeses? So this is
how many
just
yeses?
yes, no?
Yes, no.
Okay. I've never counted, but I've passed 3.
I'll use. We can use my fingers if we need to as well. Okay, or take your shoes off. You can use your toes. So number 1, have I been labeled as overly sensitive, shy, or introverted?
So anytime in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So there's 1.
Okay.
Do I frequently get overwhelmed or anxious?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Used to, but not anymore.
Do arguments or yelling make me ill?
You mean like sick to the stomach?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do I often feel like I don't fit in?
Sometimes.
Am I drained by crowds and need alone time to revive myself?
Sometimes.
Am I overstimulated by noise, odors, or nonstop talkers?
Yes.
Do I have chemical sensitivities or can't tolerate scratchy clothes?
Huh?
Like the whipped cream you were just talking about in the face.
Oh, yes.
Do I prefer taking my own car places so I can leave early if I need to?
Yes.
Do I overeat to cope with stress?
No, not anymore.
But you used to.
Yeah.
Am I afraid of becoming suffocated by intimate relationships?
No.
Okay. I couldn't imagine that with you, though. See, I don't have that problem either. I'm an empath, but that doesn't bother me. Do I startle easily?
Yes.
Do I react strongly to caffeine or medications?
No.
Do I have a low pain threshold?
Well, my wife would say yes. So
You're male. It's like, some of these I don't necessarily see.
Well, wait a minute. What the hell do you mean by that? Because I'm a guy.
You guys, there's a reason they call it the man flu, okay? Just saying.
No.
Ask any of your listeners. They'll tell you.
Okay. First of all, it's no. All right, never mind. Go ahead. I'm not going to win this argument.
No, you won't. Have your listeners call in and see.
Yeah.
The man flu is a real thing. So,
let him get past.
I was going to say we're going to talk about what were we talking about? Noises bothering us as they cut the grass.
Yeah, that definitely does.
Yeah. So some of these things, like I said, this is just a Google list. I agree with some I don't. Do you tend to socially isolate?
No.
Meaning, for this you're doing, because you are a very social person.
Right.
But then you need your downtime to be quiet or be like no outside stimulation.
Oh, I do need that. I think everybody needs that.
Surprisingly, some don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Do I absorb other people's stress, emotions, or symptoms?
I'm going to say yes.
Mm-hmm. Am I overwhelmed by multitasking and prefer doing one thing at a time?
No.
Okay.
I love multitasking.
Do I
challenges?
Do I replenish myself in nature?
Yes. I think everybody. Wait a minute. What?
You get calm. You get regrounded. You feel at peace.
Everybody should do that.
Not everyone needs to be in nature to do it. Some people can do it in their house. Some people just take a bath.
Oh. Well,
Some of us just like being. When I go outside and walk in the woods where there's no one,
meditation.
Where there's no one cutting the grass.
Yeah,
it's like getting a hug from nature. It's like it's reviving me.
Yeah,
I'm refilling my cup.
Okay.
You're going to ask me about this one. Do I need a long time to recuperate after being with difficult people or energy vampires?
Wait a minute. What?
I knew you were going to ask me about that one.
An energy vampire?
Okay, so what an energy vampire is And we all have one. And do not say the name of whoever it is when it pops up into your head, because I'm sure you have at least one around you.
Okay.
Basically, an energy vampire is someone who sucks the life out of you. Like, you'll be with this person. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. But whenever you're around them, they exhaust you. They're either complaining all the time or they're dumping on you.
Yes.
Yeah. No names. So what happens are energy vampires just basically they dump all their negative energy on you, and then they take your good energy. So they suck the life out of you, basically.
Okay. God, man, there's a lot of that.
Here's the other thing that's I'm kind of going off of where I was. Narcissists.
Oh.
Narcissists love empaths who don't know how to block. Simply because they can play you like a puppet.
Right.
Because what's happening as an empath, you have your own feelings.
Right.
And, the sky is blue. Okay? A narcissist is always right. They're never wrong. Their opinion is their opinion, and everyone else should have the same one. And they'll tell you the sky is
white and convince you.
White.
Yeah.
And so as an empath, what's going on is it's blue. You're looking at that sky. It is blue. But the narcissist is saying it's white. So as an empath, you're picking up their feelings because that's what you naturally do. Mm-hmm. So you're picking up their feelings of saying that it's white. So then you start doubting yourself like, well, maybe it's a baby blue. Or maybe it's... So a narcissist can play you just like a string puppet. They can just make you think and do exactly how they want. I had a friend a former friend in my life prior to me knowing I was an empath. And I put up with more crap from this person to the point that everyone's like, why are you friends with them?
Yeah.
Because I kept going back to being friends. I'd say, basically goodbye. But it would come back around again. And I didn't realize it was because I was an empath. Once I realized I was an empath, because a narcissist... Excuse this little break here for them to do the weed whacking. This is what we want to do.
One bad thing about when the seasons change, and I swear I think they wait for me to come up here at times. Did they come out the last time we recorded? Maybe not.
I don't remember. I can't remember that far back.
I'm just so used to...
Well, it was a few years ago. But anyway, back to the narcissist. They like to control people.
Yeah.
And as an empath who doesn't know how to block, they're always making you feel like it's your fault. Everything wrong is you did it. They're the ultimate in gaslighting. And because I guarantee you every single empath who does not know how to block has at least one narcissist in their life.
All right, so with an empath, before they learn how to block, and I guess because they are an empath, it can't be controlled, does it seem like they tend to align themselves with more negative stuff? Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting.
People, you feel more comfortable, I should say, in like smaller cities or the country than in larger cities.
Oh, I hate this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You prefer one-on-one interactions or small groups, rather than large gatherings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the results, according to this,
I'm an empath.
If you answered yes to 1 to 5 questions, you're partially one. Yes to 6 to 10, you're moderate empath. Responding yes to 11 to 15 means you have strong empathetic tendencies. Answering yes to more than 15 means that you're a full-blown empath. Now,
I lost count.
So did I. But you're definitely up there. I don't necessarily agree with the pain threshold and strong reacting to caffeine or medications and that kind of stuff.
Some people have no reaction to it. Just to like caffeine.
Doesn't bother me.
Now, with me, with pain medication, I mean, I got to be on the brink of tears to even pop a Motrin. I just don't like to take medicine. Now, I used to before, back in the day, especially when I was DJing in the clubs, or let me rephrase that. After I messed up my back.
Okay.
And when I would DJ carrying that equipment, I would just start popping Motrin.
Right.
And even going to the doctors, I would have no problem asking for a painkiller.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, and I guess especially after, when you learn more about addiction and you see how painkillers have led to other things.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, but I mean, that's one of the reasons I do. I've had two friends. I can't even count.
That'd be 3 fingers.
Two people I know that have died because of taking like aspirin.
Mm-hmm.
It ate their stomach away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, for the longest time, I was taking an 80 milligram baby aspirin every day. That was prescribed from my doctor. That was the only prescription I was taking because of my blood pressure. I guess blood pressure or heart
issues, yeah.
Yeah. And now my new doctor said, "You still on it?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You don't need that anymore." I haven't been doing it for years, and my blood pressure's been excellent.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was oh my goodness, how long has it been now? 21 years ago, I was addicted to painkillers.
It's scary.
And they were doctor prescribed because I was in a bad car accident.
Oh.
And I was, 25, I guess. And they couldn't fix my neck. I'd hurt my neck. And It was like, quote, soft tissue damage, meaning they couldn't figure out where the pain was coming from. And back then, they didn't realize how addictive they were. And it was like they were prescribing them like candy.
And probably opioid-based too, weren't they?
Yeah, it was Percocets.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, and it literally, and Wendy can explain all this better than I could, that it only takes, 4 days for your body to get addicted to those things?
That's it?
Yeah. When you take pain meds, like anything like a Percocet, oxycodone, that kind of stuff, it only takes the body, I think it's the body and the mind. Don't quote me exactly, but it's like 4 to 5 days for your body to get addicted to it. So what that means is when you stop taking it, you're going to get the shakes, you're going to get the poops, you're going to get all the flu-like symptoms. So now they're much more aware. 25 years ago, they weren't. Because the farm, that's a whole nother, I'm going to stop right there because that's a whole nother podcast. You'll get me on a soapbox on that one. But anyway, back to being an empath.
So apparently I'm one somehow or another, but maybe not full blown.
There's degrees.
Okay.
And there's also different kinds. There's people who, and that's another whole Google search for the type of people who are empaths, the type of empaths. Like some of them work with animals. Empaths a lot of times are very sensitive to animals, meaning they can pick up how animals feel. They feel drawn. Animals are drawn to you, dogs, cats, whatever. The turtle we just saw out front, they are drawn to you.
Oh, he said, I'm not a chick magnet. I'm an animal magnet. It's just something with the animals. I just have, especially dogs. Mm-hmm. And cats. Well, cats not so much.
Well, cats are just their own.
Well, yeah.
They're in a whole nother. They're alien species.
I can see that because I've had the squirrels come up to me. I've had Carolina Rain come up and eat out of my hand. Mm-hmm. What was the other thing? I've talked about it before. The
birds.
No. Well, that's what a Carolina Wren is. Hummingbird moth.
Really?
Actually, I had a hummingbird moth allowed me to pet it in my backyard.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
A lot of times kids are drawn to you, little kids.
Well, it's because
there's a reason you play Santa. But even
that is true. But I think I got that a lot from Boone because Terry, the kids loved him.
It's hereditary.
Oh, okay. Do kids like Sean? He's got to cover up his mug with that Easter bunny thing.
It has been poor Sean. It's been so long since I've seen Sean. I don't even know.
So have you? I know there's books about this, but have you ever considered writing a book?
My sister-in-law tells me all the time that I should write a book about my life.
Well, yeah,
because everything I've been through. It's like, I just like doing what I do. I love people will come in to see me. Typically, the reasons are they're anxious, they're stressed, they have, a lot of them have trauma, even though that's not how I really don't even market myself, which I probably shouldn't say that as a business owner. But I have a marketing background, but I don't, it's a lot of the people I see are referrals.
I was going to say, you keep pretty busy too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And it's gotten more and more busy, but it's been, well, that was good English. It's been
marketing. You didn't say English.
This is true. Yeah. But it's a lot of referrals.
Right.
And a large number, probably if I had to think about it, 75% of the people I see, I'm seeing them for trauma reasons. It's trauma-based.
You're listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. We'll be right back. I want to take a moment to talk about something really exciting. See, we love partnering with reputable businesses, companies that are making a difference, providing top-notch services, and building trust in their communities. And if that sounds like you, I want to invite you to become a sponsor. Sponsoring the podcast and Harford County Living isn't just about advertising. It's about real connections. You'll get premium exposure across our podcast, websites, and social media, putting your brand in front of an engaged, loyal audience. And here's the best part. Right now, we have limited sponsorship spots available for the year. And if you pay annually, you'll get 25% off. You heard me right. 25% off. And you're going to love this even more. That rate is locked in for the lifetime of your sponsorship. So even if those levels go up 5-10 years from now, you're paying what you pay now. That's it. So if you're looking for a strategic way to grow your business and reach the right people, let's talk. Email me at richbennett@danben.com. That's DANBEN.com. And let's make 2025 an unforgettable year for your brand and into the future. Last time we talked, I think you, the brick and mortar you were in, you were no longer in. I think you were doing it from home.
Correct.
Do you have your own brick and mortar now, or are you still doing it from home?
Right now, I have the studio at my home.
Okay.
Because it's a private room. And the main reason I still have it there.
Because it makes sense.
Well, besides that, are my dogs. My dogs are my little associates. They literally, the one dog will come in and they greet you when you come in. The one dog will literally lay under the table wherever the worst chakra is, like he knows. And then the other dog would lay there. And if you get upset, even quietly, like you're not making any noise, he comes over, jumps up on the table and starts kissing you.
Get out.
It's crazy. I mean, if you look at my reviews, some of the people mention them. I keep trying to get my accountant to let me write them off as employees, but he won't let me. He keeps telling me I don't look good in orange and I don't look good in stripes, so he won't let me write them off. I said, but look, and I send him pictures of them literally laying under the table. It's crazy. But I am actually working, and it may be done before this podcast comes out, opening a holistic wellness center.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've been talking about it for 5 years, and a space has become available because I teach classes now.
Yeah.
I may have been doing it back then, but now.
Yeah, I think you were teaching classes then.
But now what I do, it's a whole Crystal Reiki Master certification program.
Okay.
It's like 60 hours. It's hands-on. When the people are done taking my class, they're ready to start working immediately. They're ready to just open up their own place.
How many square feet do you need for this?
Well, the reason I don't need a lot per se,
right?
But several of my students who have graduated don't want to work out of their houses, so they're looking for a space to rent. So they would work under me. I have several people who do yoga who want a place to work out of. So So my goal is, and I'm looking at one place now. The owner of the building is out of town to see, because I know exactly what I want. Mm-hmm. So it's just a matter of finding it. And I want to make it, I don't want to use the term holistic wellness center because that's like the big buzzword nowadays, it seems. And not to turn away any male clients, but a lot of my clients are females.
Right.
And it's all about the self-empowerment, getting your personal power back. A lot of the clients I see are between the ages of, say, 40 and 60.
Okay.
And what's going on is their kids are now growing up. They don't have a, quote, purpose anymore,
right?
As a mom, even though we're always a mom. And that's exactly the transformation I went through 8 years ago when I started this.
Right.
My daughter went away to college, my youngest, and it's like, okay, now what do I do with myself?
Yeah.
And so I want to make the facility all about helping women holistically.
I love that.
Whether heal themselves physically, mentally, emotionally,
right,
whatever.
That would be awesome.
So it'll be different people there. It'll be yoga. It'll be acupuncture, massage.
Well, when it comes to holistic wellness, there's so many different things that you can do. The ones you just mentioned, and we talk about this on the podcast a lot. The plant approach, teas, all these different things that can help people. Tapping.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it is. I had a young lady on, and she mentioned at first. I'm like, what in the world is tapping?
You start doing it, and you'll see.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Sound healing.
Amazing.
I'm actually a certified sound healer.
Really? So like the Tibetan bowls and all that? Oh, I love them.
I use those in my practice.
Okay. Of course, I would go to sleep with them, but my wife doesn't like that sound. So now I'll ask Lexi to play white noise, which is something you think about growing up. That's something we used to fall asleep to all the time.
There was always a fan. We didn't have air conditioning. We had fans.
Well, no, the white noise was, remember, because you didn't have 24/7 TV.
Right.
And the screen, you had to have the snow. And you just hear that shh.
Right.
That's what the white noise is.
Right.
And
there's a really cool app. It's called Insight Timer. It's free. You can pay for some of it, but the majority of the stuff on there is free. There's like 40, 50,000 at least meditations on there. And you can do guided, you can do just sound, it can do ocean. And what's really nice about it is you set the timer for how long you want it to be.
Right.
Your screen on your phone turns off while it's playing, and it turns itself off when it's done. I use it every night.
Oh, so now
So you could do that, and it wouldn't bother your wife because, like Mark, my husband, when I do the guided ones, he'll say, "Oh, I don't like them. I can't sleep when they're talking." Now, of course, 30 seconds later, he's sound asleep snoring, but he tries to say that that's a problem.
The one I can't do, and I've tried, is anything with water. Because
pee yourself.
Well, you never want to visit a restroom while you're sleeping. Never visit a restroom in your dreams because you will pee.
This is true.
But no, it's that sound of running water. Maybe it ain't for women, but with guys, you hear running water, you're going to pee.
Right.
And yeah, I can't.
But there's like babbling brooks. There's thunderstorms.
It's still water.
That's still water. But thunderstorms aren't. It's called Insight Timer. Check it out. And I do not get paid for mentioning it.
We are not a sponsor of this episode.
Exactly.
All right. So what else do we have about empath?
So
empathologist.
So an empathologist would be someone who studies empaths.
Well, don't you study empaths?
No, I help them.
Well, you got to study them to help them, right? Technically. All right, so you're an empathologist.
But I'm studying. I'm helping my clients who happens to be empaths. And not all of my clients are empaths.
You are an empath master. No. Okay.
No. Let's just say that I help people who are empaths.
All right, you have love gurus, you're an empath guru.
Okay, I'll go with that one.
Or was that a movie, Love Guru? It may have been a movie.
Again, before my time.
It was not before your time.
I couldn't help it. That was too easy. That was just too easy. Anyway.
I'm going to have to change the name of this podcast from Conversations to Rich Bennett to, hey, let's go pick on Rich again.
You said that last time I was here.
Whatever.
But you invited me back.
Well, because if you didn't give me a hard time, then I would know you don't love me.
Exactly. I mean, we're not counting back the decades that we've known each
stop.
other. I just said decades. I didn't say how many.
There's only one.
That'd be a millennium. Anyway, so someone comes in. We figure out they're an empath. Clear out their aura. Again, the bubble that we all have around ourselves. We clear that out with various modalities, sound, crystals, sage, whatever might be needed. Clear that all out. Once we get it all cleared out, I then teach them how to block, how to basically form a bubble around themselves to keep other people's energy off of them. One of the really cool things to do is if you imagine a disco ball.
Yeah.
If you think about a disco ball, it's nothing but mirrors.
Right.
Okay. So what you do is when you get up in the morning, you stand up and you imagine that you're stepping into a disco ball. And you have the ball coming up around you like a shell kind of thing. So what happens is when anybody's energy hits you, it bounces off the mirrors.
Oh.
So you're not taking it on. This is like the easiest way to teach someone how to block.
Right.
Now, the nice part about it is when you're dealing with that narcissist that
Yeah.
we all have in our lives, when their energy hits that mirror, it bounces off and hits them.
Oh.
So what happens, and I've seen it for myself personally, I've seen it with clients, that narcissist all of a sudden doesn't feel right when they don't treat you right.
Because they're hitting them with themselves.
Exactly. And so all of a sudden their whole attitude changes how they act towards you. And you just sit back inside your little disco ball and it's like, come on, bring it.
How long does it take to learn how to do that?
I just taught you.
Huh?
I just taught you how to do it. That's how long it takes. Now, to put it into practice takes a little bit longer.
Well, that's right.
Because
you told me how to do it.
Well, you've spent, basically this is what you do and you get in the habit of doing it every day. And if you forget like in the morning or whatever, when you have to be in a crowd or you have to be around someone who's not the most pleasant person, put a full-length mirror up in front of yourself. And then you just get used to doing that. And then that'll keep anything new energy off of you.
Right.
Now, if someone's coming to see me, when they come in to see me, we completely clear them out. So for the first time in their life, they know what it feels like not to have anyone else's energy on them.
Huh.
And it's literally, it feels like they lost 10 pounds. Scale doesn't change it, but they feel so much lighter. It's crazy how it works.
It'll probably help them lose weight if they need to.
I don't know about that. You feel like
you feel better.
Yeah. You literally, a lot of people who are empaths and a lot of people who are listening to this will be able to relate. It feels like, that cartoon with the ball and chain on the ankle, like that cannonball, metal ball. Yeah. A lot of people who are empaths feel like they're constantly carrying that around. Yeah. They are always heavy because they feel like they're always carrying that extra weight. And they are, but it's energetic weight. It's other people's energy.
Huh.
So we clear it out. So you just go in your disco ball and you just put the mirror up. And you give yourself a break because, you spent, all 39 years of your life not blocking. And
I love you.
Yeah,
you're just being nice.
Yeah, it's sometimes easy to be a BSer, but anyway, you've spent your whole life not blocking people.
Yeah.
So now that you have to give yourself a break, and you just slowly, remind yourself.
Huh.
And the first time you do it, you're going to be calling me saying, "Oh my God, Karen, that worked."
All right. Question for you, especially since you mainly work with women. Do you know of any guys out there that do this?
That are empaths?
Well, no, that do what you do. Yeah, whether it be the Crystal Reiki or helping people.
Yeah, there's some Reiki masters that are men.
Around here?
There was one person, I don't know his work. I have never worked with him personally, but I know there was one at the mall.
I'll just put on a wig and come see you.
I see guys.
Oh, okay.
I don't only see women. I see lots of men. You know who the biggest advocate for me is? Mark, my husband.
Oh.
But here's why. He used to be very type A, very stressed out. I literally used to call him a heart attack on a stick because he was so stressed all the time.
Wow.
I started doing Reiki 8 years ago. God love him. He's always been very supportive of everything I've ever done. He's like, you go for it, you have fun kind of thing. Didn't really believe in it per se. He's much more black and white, science-based, I guess. And until he got on my table and I started to do Reiki on him. He is now a completely different person. He is so chill and so relaxed because we cleared out all that old stuff. And then he'll actually say to me, hey, I need a session because he's feeling overstressed.
Okay, with that, I know it ain't like a chiropractor or therapist where you're supposed to go once a week. Mm-hmm. But how often does a client come back and see you?
Well, that's the interesting thing. Some people, if you're going to do a basic chakra balancing, which is where we go in, we clear your aura, we realign all, because your chakras are basically your energy centers.
Right.
If you think of them as spinning disc, the idea is for them to spin in the same direction, same speed, same time. With the chakra balancing, we go in, we just realign everything and send you on your way. Okay. That's great, but it doesn't really hold. Something like that, you probably will come back, I don't even know, every month, 2 months. Some people,
it's different for everybody.
Well, some Reiki practitioners will have programs where they have buy 5 get 1 free or any of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. That's not how I work my practice. For me, and this is just for me, because I'm an intuitive counselor, and my goal is when I see you is to not have to see you again.
Makes sense.
Poor business model in some ways.
Well, no, not really.
But my goal,
because that's going to get you more referrals.
Well, what happens is you come in, we clear out whatever's going on, whatever quote trauma you may have. I mean, being born is a trauma.
Right.
You can think of it that way. You come in, we work on clearing the trauma. Depending on how bad it is, sometimes it's 2, 3. I think the most I've ever done was like 4 sessions on someone, because we want to. At this point, I've learned to only do as much as the body can handle.
Right.
Okay. And you can't always take it all out at once.
Yeah.
Basically, we get you completely cleared out, get you to a level that you're functioning on a high vibration. Okay. You're calm, you're settled for the most part, and then I send you on your way.
Okay.
Most people come back usually 10 months to a year for like an oil change, just a tune-up kind of thing. That's the best way to describe it. Now, I have some clients who are therapists that I've been working with. I have several therapists I work with who have said that one Reiki session is like 3 years of therapy.
Really?
And their words, not mine, simply because of the fact that I can see what's going on. I've been blessed with the ability that I can see what is wrong with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a whole nother podcast, but for other people, excuse me.
Wow.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. We can see what's going on. So say like one of my clients is a grief therapist. So she came in, we cleared her own stuff out and got rid of it. But because she's dealing with people who are handling grief on a regular basis, she needs to come back a little more often just to get a basic clearing.
Right.
Because she's taking on that energy. Just like, psychiatrists have to be seen by other psychiatrists. Yeah. And psychologists have to be other psychologists. It's the same idea. I have to have Reiki done on me from other people. Now, luckily, I teach Reiki to my students so that I have someone. Now, I always have someone available to get. They practice on me. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
all right. So, number one, if people want to not use you, if people need to come to you for a session, how do they get in contact with you?
I have the Crystal Reiki with Karen Facebook page. I also have Instagram. I have my website is www.crystalreikiwithkaren.com.
Just wanted to make sure you had it right.
I have it right.
I'm looking at her business card. I wanted to make sure she had it right.
I have it right. If you Google Crystal Reiki with Karen, it'll take you to my webpage, but also you can see my Google reviews.
Right.
Of what people say. The scheduling program that I use, it's Vagaro is the program that schedules it. There are reviews on there, and I have it set up. The only people who can leave reviews there are people who have actually seen me. So
that's good.
So it's not a matter of, me
fake reviews,
right. Paying somebody $5 to give me a review.
Or even you piss somebody off that never even saw you and giving you a bad review.
That's true too. I never thought of it that way. And then there's reviews on Facebook. Oh, the other thing I do, which it's free, so I almost left it out, is every month I do a free full moon guided meditation on my Facebook page. So you literally, there'll be an event set up like this month or next month rather. It's either June 10th or 11th. I don't know when this is going to air, but.
So live video.
Yeah. What happens is you would, at 9 p.m., it's always 9 p.m. at night, you go to my Crystal Reiki with Karen Facebook page. lay down, get ready for bed, because a lot of people fall asleep during it.
Really?
Oh, and you literally just go to the page. I go live. You put the phone down next to you. You don't even have to look at it. And I do a whole guided meditation. And then after the meditation's done, I send Reiki energy out to whoever happens to be on. So you get a free mini Reiki session.
Now, is that recorded? Do you record it and save it?
Sometimes.
Because you said it's on Facebook Live.
Yeah, so I can record and save it and have it replay for a month. Usually I have it replay for a month so people can go back.
Right.
Now, you're not going to get the Reiki energy, obviously, because that part isn't live anymore.
Right.
But the guided meditation. And I usually try to match it up to the full moon, like where it is astrologically, which I don't know a whole lot about, quite honestly. I asked my daughter. And so it's a nice way just to chill, relax. The full moon is all about releasing and letting go. So I guide you through a whole meditation.
How often is a full moon? Is it once a month?
Once a month.
Okay. Huh.
And here's the interesting fact is the full moon is only full for about 1 minute.
I didn't know. Oh, wait a minute. Then how's that work?
It looks full. Now, we get the energy from the full moon, though.
Okay.
We get the energy 3 days prior to 3 days after, which is why we're all squirrely for about a week. And if you look at it, what the human body is 70 or 80% water.
Right.
The moon's energy affects the tides.
Oh, shit. I never even thought about that.
So it affects our bodies.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Same thing like with the sound healing I do is the vibrations.
Yeah. Damn. And you also do stuff remotely with people
I do long
throughout
distance.
the world.
Yeah, I have one of my clients actually I used to work with at Looney's way back when. She now lives in South Africa.
Oh.
Yeah, her husband's from there. They live there part-time here. But she so that's the furthest Reiki I've ever sent was to South Africa.
So far.
I don't know how much further away there is though.
Antarctica? Could be doing it with a penguin. You do animals, so you can be doing Crystal Reiki with an animal.
I do.
Or with a penguin.
I actually do animal Reiki.
I know.
I work with a lot of animals. I can't talk now either. With animals that have anxiety, stress. The Tall Tales Rescue that I work with, I'll work with their rescues are dogs that are coming from hellacious conditions. A lot of them. And I'll do Reiki on them to get them chilled and calm and stress-free so that they can be adoptable.
Have you, because I know you do it with dogs, but have you ever done it with horses?
I've never done Reiki on a horse before.
Okay.
Yet.
I know there's some horse rescues.
There's a horse rescue that just opened a couple months ago, maybe, I think in Joppa that don't ask me the name of it because I don't remember.
Right.
That we've been talking about doing things together, like because she lets people come in, veterans, that kind of stuff, because horses are amazing helping people with PTSD and doing something, collaborating on things. But I've done dogs, cats, goats. I did a cockatiel once. That was interesting. Somebody rescued a cockatiel and was very stressed.
I'll never forget. I used to have a cockatiel. Loved it. Pretty bird. Mm-hmm. And I kissed it. And I got chorpies. It's a new kind of canarial disease. And apparently it's untreatable.
I was trying to be so good and not be rude. And you just did it all by yourself.
But
you didn't help.
Here's the funny thing. I did used to have a pet cockatiel. And I
Do you want to say that whole word? Yeah.
Cockatiel.
Yeah.
Not a cockatoo, a cockatiel. And
you just said you had a pet cock. So.
I did not. I said a pet cockatiel.
You hesitated.
Stop. Anyways, and I don't. Was it that or the parakeet? It was one of because I used to love birds. And Mom, I was gone. I came home and Mom was upset. She had the bird. The bird had stopped breathing, and Mom was trying to give it mouth to beak resuscitation. Mm-hmm. And didn't work. Another time, Robin used to have the little yellow chicks you get for Easter. And our lab at the time thought it was one of its babies, picked it up in its mouth, was walking around the house. So my mom got the chick, the baby's all soaking wet. Mom put it in the oven to dry.
Oh, my God. Guess that didn't work.
No.
Was that dinner?
No, that would. A chicken wing would have been bigger.
Oh my gosh!
So, yeah. Oh, mom. I think that's how I got my love for animals from mom.
Well, being an empath is hereditary, so it's very possible your mother.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Was an empath as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, my mom. I'm pretty sure my mom was, even though she wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
When I started doing all this work, she would. The first, I didn't tell her originally, and when I told her, she was giving me well, I don't need all this, I just have him pointing to the sky,
right.
meaning God. She was raised very devout Catholic, and I was like, Mom, where do you think I got this ability from? Who do you think gave me this ability? And then we started talking about different things, and my sister told her the fact that I can get messages from dead people, basically.
Yeah.
And my mother looked at me and told me, "You're batshit crazy." I'm like, well, Mom, you've called me worse. And God rest her soul, probably about 6 months or so after she passed, she came through in one of my sessions.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She was front and center. She was right there, and I knew it was her. I had no doubt it was her. And I looked up at the ceiling and went, who's batshit crazy now, Mom? It's like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She comes through a lot.
All right.
But
so
that's a whole nother thing.
Before I get to my last question, is there anything you would like to add? Because otherwise, you and I could be sitting here for hours, and I'll miss the other recording.
This is true. No, just basically that for anyone who's listening,
mm-hmm.
if you find yourself being called overly sensitive, if you find that you cannot be in large crowds, that you can't watch real TV, real life TV, I should say, the news, that kind of stuff, because you're affected by it so often. You feel heavy, you feel weighed down, and this is especially important to me just because I have a soft spot for it. If you have especially girls,
right,
preteen, teenage girls who seem to be suffering from anxiety a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And even adults, you have a lot of, you're always anxious. You don't know why. You can't settle down. You can't calm down. Look and see. Go online, Google it. Like I said, Am I an empath? Look at the different checklists, see what's going on. Because if you are an empath, I can help.
Right.
I'll throw it out there into the we part. You can come in, we clear you out. I teach you how to clear you out first, and then block it so it doesn't continue to bother you. And I'll actually be offering a workshop. Usually quarterly, I do a workshop with teens. I do it in person so they can meet other kids
mm-hmm.
who are like them, so they don't feel so alone. And then for adults, typically I do it on Zoom or one of those platforms.
I think I know I got some people for you. All right. So something I love to hear from my guests, especially in your field, what you do. Can you share a feel-good story about somebody that you helped?
Oh, I just got goosebumps on that one. Okay. You know what? Oh, major goosebumps. There's several come to mind, but the one, literally, this person just...
Well, I talked to my brother, said, man, I gave Karen goosebumps.
Instead of a hard time. One applicant, wrong field,
Mine.
Karen. That's back pays on I used to own a recruitment company a long time ago. One client, I can't remember. The nice thing is when I see people, I don't remember their sessions.
Right.
I can remember like things that happened, but not their names or who it happened to. Older woman came in to see me. When she came in, she could not literally stop crying. Cried the entire time. Cried when she called me. She cried when she came in. She cried when she was on the table. Could not stop crying. Her husband had passed away 18 months ago. And she just could not get control.
Wow.
And someone referred her to me. And so she came in and we worked on her and we kind of cleared everything out. And she came for a couple different sessions. And I don't remember now if she was just here last week, and I don't remember if she's got to come back again or not. But her last session, we figured out that her whole life she had held in her emotions. She had grown up in a house where she wasn't allowed to have emotions.
Oh my God.
She wasn't allowed to feel things. The I'll give you a reason to cry generation kind of thing. So her whole life, she's been stuffing all her emotions down.
Oh.
So what happens, and she's I think she's in her 70s. So what happened was her husband passes. She now has
even more bottled up.
No, well, here she has the quote approval to now let it out.
Oh,
because
shit.
Of course you're going to cry when your husband dies, right? Of a husband of 50 some years, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
So it's now acceptable for her to cry.
She just can't
Well, what
stop.
happened is it's like that parable or that story about the little boy with his finger in the wall in the dike. She pulled that cork, and it wouldn't stop because 70 years worth of stuff
Holy shit.
was coming out.
Wow.
So after the first session, it was crazy because she stopped. She felt great after the first session.
Right.
Because she could finally not cry. And it wasn't until this was either her second or her third session, I don't remember exactly what it was, that we put the two together and said, this is why. This is why you had no control, because you had all that you had to get rid of. So now that we've gotten rid of all of it and we've cleared all her trauma that she had to suppress her whole life out, she can now live her best life at 76.
Wow. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you listening, you know where to go to, no matter where you're at. Crystal Reiki with Karen.com, right?
Yes, sir.
I got it right?
Yes, you did.
Damn, I'm good. Thank you, dear.
Thank
Always
you, hon.
good seeing you.
You too.
Even though you give me a hard time.
Hey.
Thank you for listening to the Conversations with Rich Bennett. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something from it as I did. If you'd like to hear more conversations like this, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love it if you could leave a review. It helps us reach more listeners and share more incredible stories. Don't forget to connect with us on social media or visit our website at conversationswithrichbennett.com for updates, giveaways, and more. Until next time, take care, be kind, and keep the conversations going. You know, it takes a lot to put a podcast together, and my sponsors help out a lot, but I also have some supporters that actually help me when it comes to the editing software, the hosting, and so forth. There's a lot that goes into putting this together. So I want to thank them. And if you can, please visit their websites, visit their businesses, support them however you can. So please visit the following: Real Life Prosthetics, cutting edge solutions, restoring ability since 2001. Go to reallifeprosthetics.com. Full Circle Boards. Nobody does charcuterie like Full Circle Boards. Visit them at fullcircleboards.com. Sincerely Sawyer Photography. Live in the moment. They'll capture it. Visit them at sincerelysawyer.com.